I would like to thank the Commission for choosing me for this prestigious award. I am deeply appreciative that you have acknowledged my hard work and dedication to making Mercer County a safer and more welcoming place to live and work. I would also like to recognize Mayor David Freed and the council members who came here tonight to support me. I am so grateful to see our local police and fire officials here as well, along with members of the Burlington County Military Affairs Committee, the Ocean County Military Support Committee, and of course my family and friends. Thank you. As I reflect back on my commitment to stand up and take action, I realize it was a path that started at my front door as I ushered in EMTs, policemen, and firefighters who helped me care for a sick child. Those surreal and frantic 911 calls in the middle of the night are something I wouldn't wish on any parent. But the care and concern those first responders showed me in my darkest hours stayed with me long after the crisis ended. I was eventually able to walk out my front door and into Town Hall so I could acknowledge the professionalism and humanity shown by these first responders. I learned to champion their needs in return, making sure they had advanced training, adequate staffing levels, and the finest equipment Robbinsville could afford. I learned how to navigate the system and make our community safer for everyone. I'm grateful to our mayor and council for setting the example of how a small community makes all this happen. My path eventually led to surrounding towns, trying to learn all I could about them too. You can imagine Mercer County is a pretty big place. I was very busy. As I visited and talked to residents and business owners in the county, I learned there are so many active duty reservists and veterans living here too. It made sense for me to get more involved in supporting these great men and women who serve or already served our country. I joined various military groups that supported the Joint Base in neighboring Burlington County. My volunteer work with those groups led to appointments as an honorary commander each year for the past 5 years, and in the fall, I was asked to be among the first group of honorary commanders emeritus. Through the honorary commander program, my journey has taken me all over the base, learning all aspects of military operations. I have flown to military installations up and down the East Coast, learning about their specific missions and bringing all that knowledge back home. I also heard about the challenges active duty personnel have transitioning from military to civilian life and the struggles reservists face with employers that should be supportive of more of military obligations. As an honorary commander, I get to meet not only base commanders and rank and file members, but also reservists who put their lives on hold once a month to serve our country. In fact, I met an airman at a base ceremony who lived in New York, took the train to Hamilton, and then rode his bike to the base to report for his reserve weekend. Talk about dedication. Isn't this the type of person you would like working for you? I felt privileged to shake his hand and thank him for his service. Being a civilian leader with unique access to our neighboring military installation puts me in a special position to advocate for the needs of service members who must uproot their families and settle into strange new towns every few years. I'm proud to share their concerns with local officials, businesses, and anyone, frankly, who can lighten their load. I talk about their needs, but I also invite the community to come and see the base for themselves and learn from these dedicated professionals, whether it's taking a tour of the base, enrolling in one of the many technology-based programs, or attending the air show this May. We want you to see what Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst is all about. After all, it's the state's second largest employer and a breeding ground for cutting-edge technology. The road traveled by civilian leaders is meant to take them back home. It's where we are supposed to use all that knowledge gained from military excursions, along with our own personal experiences of kindness afforded to us when we needed it the most. We want to find new ways to make our counties a more compassionate and respectful home for military families. And we know how to get that done. There is so much more we can do here in Mercer County, and I am willing, as always, to lead the charge. Thank you.